What up, Seeking Knowledge family, man? Y'all know who it is. It's Pharaoh33, and I got my beautiful co-host.
What up, y'all? It's Lady Pharaoh in the house.
And here on season 22, episode 6, we got an amazing episode with you, and the title of this is Breaking the Cycle, Generational Trauma. I'm going to say it again, Breaking the Cycle, Generational Trauma. And we're going to be touched on how trauma can be passed down through families. Like, if it's generational, that means it's genetic, so it can be passed down. And we want to let y'all know
it is passed down.
Y'all can break that generational trauma in that cycle. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, it is passed down, especially in melanated families, Hispanic culture. Other cultures too. You know, I'm not exiting out other races, but I'm just saying, mainly in brown culture, it's passed down without even knowing it. Like,
I do agree.
You living, you going about your life, not even thinking about these emotions and these traumas and that's been passed down.
And I know, like, personally, another generational trauma that's been passed down to my bloodline, I broke that cycle is, like, instead of when you going through something, you having a bad day, I know my aunties and my uncles, my nieces, nephews, my cousins, instead of them just, like, reading a book or meditating or going around nature, taking a walk, they run straight to the liquor store, run straight to the bottle, run straight to the blunt, run straight to the pill. Like, I used to be like that. I had to break that. That's a trauma, because y'all are so used to doing something a certain way, and it's time to break them cycles. Do something different. You don't gotta follow traditions just because your family did that, or just because they family before did that. They didn't know what they was doing. Today we live in an age of knowledge where you can just Google stuff on the internet. Like, you don't gotta follow that tradition. Anything else you want to add to that, baby?
You know, I would say you don't have to follow that toxic belief. You know what I mean? That toxicity that you're masking, you're numbing what you're going through the life changes, through life every day. Cycles. You're gonna have good, bad, ups and downs. And we always was seeing our family, you know what I'm saying, pick up the bottle, pick up the blunt, even drugs, pills, alcohol, everything that is bad for you, that's unhealthy. And I was telling my husband, like, therapy, I mean, don't get me wrong, therapy is good, but there's other therapeutical things out there that you can do, as opposed to sitting on a couch and talking to somebody that you don't even know. These are the things that could be therapeutical. Walking in nature, going to the beach, taking a swim in the pool, going for a walk, reading a book, writing down your thoughts. There's several different things that you can do that's therapeutical, as opposed to doing things that's unhealthy, you know, as far as drinking, smoking, even cigarettes. Like, people are like, oh, I'm going through some stuff, I need a cigarette. It's like, that's not helping. That's so unhealthy. That tobacco is killing us.
And with generational trauma, like, it's really a mindset. Like, think about it. Like, I know that our parents and their parents, for us, they ain't have all the resources. Like, for us, we are entrepreneurs today, we got technology. But think about it. It's a mindset. Like, your family or your parents before they, cause, like, I hate to say it, most of our ancestors were slaves. So
Came from poverty.
So they had a mindset to just work. So when you was like, you want to go against the grain, like, that's why a lot of us today only think the way you can make money is from going to a job, being complacent. Like, you're going to work a job your whole life. You're going to retire. You're not going to enjoy your retirement. So me personally, that's why I say I went against the grain. Like, I hate to say it, when nobody in my family entrepreneurs before I became an entrepreneur, because they had a working mindset. Like, I'm breaking that generational trauma. You ain't just got to work and go on a job and slave. That's a cycle we need to break. Just because our family or our mom or our grandparents or our great parents or whoever generation before us, they didn't know nothing about entrepreneurship because it wasn't taught to them. So break that cycle, like, cause everything is trauma. Like, then another example that popped in my head when I was just going outside, taking the trash out. Like, think about it. Like, our parents or they parents or they parents, they didn't have no buses. Well, they probably did, but most of them had to walk to work. Like, was picking cotton in these fields. Like, but they had to walk miles to get there. And that's a trauma. That's a trauma that can get passed on. And, like, you know what's crazy? Some of y'all won't even catch the bus. Like, won't even catch the bus to your to a job because you don't. It's just crazy. Too good. Like, it's just crazy how trauma can be passed down. Because you look at the word generational, I see the word genetic in there, and some stuff is genetic. Some stuff can be passed down through your thoughts. Like
behaviors, attitudes, but it's so mentally, you genetically, you do have these things, you know, passed down to you. But there's a but. There's always a but. But you can create better cells. You can create healthy electrolytes. You know how? Changing your diet. Stop eating at these fast food restaurants. Plant-based diet. Stop drinking soda. Drink alkaline water. All these things ties together because health is wealth. So you got to think about, like, I don't even talk the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even feel the same. Like, I feel that fog from alcohol, that fog from smoking cigarettes, that fog from smoking marijuana. All that is gone. And I can think clear. I'm a better me today because of all the past traumas that was passed down to me. I broke them, you know, in a healthy way, in a healthy direction, in a healthy lifestyle. So everything that me and my husband and our children do, as far as like eating and reading and working out, those things play a good part in our life. To create better cells, to create healthy electrolytes. It's real. You could change it. You could turn it around. You could change that trauma. You could turn that trauma around mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially.
And I'm telling you, like, if you don't break that cycle now of generational trauma, you're going to pass that down to your kids. And they're going to pass it down to their kids. And they're just
looking right in your face.
It's going to be a cycle. So break the generational cycle. Like, and there's ways to break it. Number one, you gotta, anything you was taught, you gotta unlearn it and learn something new. Create your own routine. Create your own tradition. You don't gotta follow the ways of old. You ain't gotta, because they went through that. Because
reinvent yourself.
Just because your mama or dad did it this way, because they got a poverty lack mindset, because they was working their whole life. You don't gotta work your whole life. If you want to work a job to fund your business, that's cool. But think about it, there's other ways out here to make money from a job. Our parents was taught that. So I say, number one, you gotta change the way you think and see life. You gotta change your mindset. Number two, read books that will help you grow. Like, our parents, think about it. I gotta go here. I gotta go here. Because back in them days, they didn't read. Like, our ancestors used to get killed if they knew how to read. Like, because, you know, most of our people were slaves. We probably don't know them, but they were slaves. And, like, they used to get they behind whipped because they knew how to read. And think about it. They got killed for knowing how to read. And a lot of y'all these days don't even want to read. And y'all not even the same generation they was in. Y'all got to break that, man. Like, a lot of stuff we got access to, our parents or grandparents or great-great-parents, or they didn't have access to that. They got killed for knowing how to read. That is a generational trauma. And a lot of y'all have air in y'all body. Y'all have breath. Y'all wake up every day, but y'all refuse to go to school. And our peoples back in the old days of old, they used to get killed for knowing how to read. If any time, because they feel like, oh, you can use this against us. You can plot on how to escape this plantation. But y'all don't even want to, man, like I said, I had to go there. But y'all need to just really change the way you see things. Change your mindset. That's any tools I can give you. Once you change your mindset, you'll know what to read, you'll know what to listen to. You will just let go of that poverty mindset, because a lot of y'all that's listening to this still have a slavery poverty mindset just because. And this is another thing that kills me, and I'm gonna touch on this. I hate when I hear people say, well, my ancestors went through that, or they went through that, or it's their fault while we still going through this.
No, it ain't.
It's y'all fault, because y'all went in the days of old. Y'all don't know what they went through. So how can y'all use something they went through to try to complain or be lazy today? Man, break that cycle, that generational trauma. That's trauma. You cannot use the trauma.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse. You cannot use the trauma they went through to complain or to fail. You want to add anything?
Yeah, your mindset is very important. It doesn't take that long, 21 to 30 days, to how you say, babe? To change it around, like
right.
to build something different. Like mentally, it doesn't take that long. 21 days is not long. It starts at day one. Not only that, healthy eating, change the way we eat, change the way, like babe said, listen to these speakers. How you call it?
Motivational speakers.
Motivational speakers.
Les Brown, E.T.
Yeah, E.T., Eric Thomas, Leslie Brown.
Listen to DeMarcus Brewster.
Us. Seeking knowledge. Those type of things is going to help you create a better mindset, a different mindset. Stop listening to Glow and all Megan Thee Stallion and all the people out there talk about Lil Wayne and all that. Change it up for a little bit. Change it up for a while and see the difference that it makes in your life. Go on a healthy eating plan. I used to write down my meals, but because I'm such in the habit of eating plant-based and we eat healthy, that I don't have to write it down. Just go to the store, and that's the first thing we put in our basket is our fruits and our vegetables. We go to the fruit section first, we go to the vegetable section first, and then we go get everything else.
And you know what's funny, because you talk about food. Like, I remember when I was in the church, and I'm not going to say the name of the pastor or his first lady, but I was in a family church, and they used to say, oh, you eating rabbit food, because I started eating healthy. But a generation of trauma, that's a trauma when all you taught is like you gotta survive off meat. That's a really a curse. Like you can survive off more than just meat. You don't even need meat. Why you think you can survive, I don't know how long, a month, or with just drinking water?
30 days.
So that's crazy how we was taught. Like that's a break the cycle, man. That's generational trauma. You don't.
And people don't want to fast. Because they think they can eat they have to eat every day. So before you start your healthy journey, because I'm telling you this right now, you have to fast. You got to get all that stuff out your gut. You got to get all that stuff out your intestines. And it takes up to 3 days. Like you feel like you want to start eating healthy. You feel like you ready to start that journey. Well, guess what? You have to detox first. You can get your liter water, alkaline water, cut up some ginger, mint, lemon, lime, cucumber. Stuff it all in that liter. Drink that for 2 to 3 days. No eating, no food, not even fruits and vegetables, because it's not going to work with that old stuff sitting in your stomach, sitting in your intestines. You got to clean out your system before you start eating healthy. I did it.
You can do it too. That's why this is titled "Break the Cycle: Generational Trauma." See, and we're not gonna take up much of y'all time, because I know a lot of y'all is thinking like, "Well, I'm finna break this generational trauma. I'm finna break this cycle." Like, it's not our parents' fault that they was programmed to live a certain way, or they was programmed to say every time you eat a meal you gotta have meat. It's not their fault. This is what they was taught from the ways of old. Because think about our ancestors back in the days where they had to go out there and hunt for their food. And what they hunt for? Meat. So our whole life we would talk about, we got to eat meat. That's a mindset. Like, our teeth are not made to eat meat. Our teeth are made to eat plants and vegetables. We're not a dinosaur. We're not T-Rex.
Plants and fruits.
Plants and fruits. Like, break that trauma, man. Break that cycle of generational trauma, because if you don't break it, you're going to pass it on to your kids. They're going to pass it on to their kids, and they're going to pass that on to their kids' kids. Like, break the cycle of generational trauma.
And we're not saying you can't have a little bit of chicken or a little bit of fish. Do it in
portions. Me
portions.
personally,
And,
I don't want none of that.
Well,
So
we don't eat it at all. But if you feel like you need it, do it in like once a month. Pick your day on the calendar. Get you a calendar. Write stuff down. Pick you a day where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have fish this one day. I'm gonna have a little bit of chicken this one day. Eat it baked or air fryer. Stop frying everything you eat. Like, everything don't have to go in a fryer in oil, deep in oil, you know. So just moderation. That's what I'm trying to say. And the only reason why I say if you want to eat some meat, fish or chicken, because beef and pig is not good for us. We're not supposed to be eating those animals. You're not supposed to eat dead dead things. Like, they're dead, and you're putting that inside of you. Like, even a chicken. Like, I'm not going against people and their beliefs when it comes to food and fish and chicken, but I'm telling you, we don't eat it because it's a dead animal, and you eating it. Like, you got to think for yourself. Like, think about it. And there is substitute foods out there, vegan foods, vegan meatballs. They got, you can make plant-based, you know, just I'll drop some gems on different meals on our next go around. But there's a lot of meals, right, babe? I cook. Like, I cook.
And you know what? Look, see, my wife, she a little lenient on y'all. Me, I'm getting straight to the point. That meat is not good for you. I'm gonna be real. I just let my wife share her opinion, because you know you gotta cater to both sides. Because a lot of y'all still eat meat. Me personally, I'm against meat, because at the same time, think about it. A cow, when a cow getting slaughtered, when they finna go to the slaughterhouse, you know they be nervous, like you don't know the innings they have. They probably shaking, you don't know, and that's trauma. And you putting it in your body with a chicken. When they get their head chopped off, you don't know their last thoughts of what they going through, but you putting that same energy in your body. Then you got to think about it. All these different hands that's getting touched, all these different factors they going to. You putting all that chemical in your body. So me personally, and like I said, I'm plant-based and I still eat a lot of vegan meats, but I'm not saying that's better than what y'all do, but I'm saying you got a better chance of living a long, happy life by eating plant-based meat than that real meat.
Because it's made out of like tofu and plants and chickpeas, and it's good for you, babe. It's not like our vegan bacon is tofu, like, you know, stuff like tofu, that. Like, and it tastes like bacon. Like, they just put like it's like how you do
like soy,
yeah.
Yeah, but look, y'all, at the end of the day, man, y'all need to break the generational cycle. Break
curses.
the cycle.
I think it's curses, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Break the cycle, generational trauma. Y'all got to break them curses, man, because that stuff can get passed on.
And then you got to look at it like your children are watching you. You know, your children are there every day, and they see you. Like, when I see my older siblings and my parents and my grandparents smoking, guess what I want to do? I want to smoke because they were smoking.
Yeah.
If I didn't see it when I was a little girl, I probably wouldn't have wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought about it, and it came to me, like, I started reading more. I started, you know, exercising more, and I was like, you know what? I need to put down this alcohol. I got to put down this cigarettes. I got to put down this weed, because I felt that it wasn't no good for me anymore. I knew that it wasn't no good. If I was going to eat healthy, how can I turn around and drink alcohol? I'm juicing and then turn around and have a drink. Like, that was defeating the purpose. So, and then I was buying alcohol and it wasn't doing anything. I wasn't even getting tipsy. My stomach was hurting. My liver was hurting. My back was hurting. My kidneys was hurting, because I knew I was drinking too much. So I had to put the bottle down.
And that's a good point she touched on, and we're going to get up out of here. That's how you know when you don't need something no more. Anytime you can just consume a lot of stuff and it don't get you on your level anymore, that's me. You need to let it go. Like, I used to smoke. Like, y'all know, if y'all listen to my old episode, y'all know I used to smoke like a chimney. And there were times I used to smoke just to smoke, and I wasn't even getting high. It's just like it became a habit. Like, it was actually, like I said, it's a generational curse. It's trauma. It's we was taught when we go through some, oh, pull the bottle out, roll the weed up, smoke a cigarette. That's a program. And think about all these movies y'all watch. Every time they have a messed up day, what they do, they go right in their office, go right home, open the liquor cabinet and drink. It's a program.
They have it in their office.
That's what I said, in the office. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these TVs are programming y'all how to keep the trauma in y'all. Because every time something happens, what the first thing they go do? They drink, or they smoke, or they light up a cigarette. But man, look, we know we've been going on for a nice little minute because y'all need to hear this. But look, y'all, we're not judging y'all, but at the same time, we are judging y'all because we want y'all to do better. And a lot of y'all are still living in the past of the slave or the days of old, what y'all parents went through, or what they parents went through, or what they parents went through. No, break that cycle. Generational trauma. Break the cycle of generational trauma.
No, I think we touched bases. Break those cycles, y'all. Break those curses. We can do it. We can do better. You know, and another thing is treat yourself good. You know, stop being so hard on yourself when you're going through things. Love yourself enough to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, you want to live to see your grandkids and your great grandkids. You're not going to do that eating bad. You're not going to be here long enough to see anything eating unhealthy and putting that toxic alcohol poison in your body and smoking them nasty cigarettes. Even weed. That had me so confused sometimes and so delusional and forgetting where I was going, and I would even use a GPS and still go the wrong way when I was high. Like, you gotta realize, like, in order to get to where you want to be, you have to change. Like, the world, the universe is changing, and you have to change with it.
Or you're gonna be left behind. But look, y'all,
we're
gonna get up out of here, man. I hope y'all took a liking to what we said. I hope y'all take heed to what we said, because we need to break the cycles of generational trauma. But before we get up out of here, we are entrepreneurs over here. We write books over here. We finna drop our clothing line. But our first book is titled From the Hood to the Church. You can find it on Amazon. Then we got the ebook that came out in 2021 titled From the Hood to the Church Annotated. And in 2004, we did a children's book titled Dad, Where's My Fish? That book can be found on Barnes & Noble, the online store. But give me a year or two, and I'm going to get that, talk to some people, get that in the store. Because I want to set up a book signing at Barnes & Noble. But then I did another book. I believe that book came out in 2004 too. I think Dad, Where's My Fish came out in 2003. Look, I could be wrong, but I know these books exist. Then Dad, Diamond and the Baby Husky, that book was dropped in 2024. Shout out to my bro, Devontae. He helped me bring that book to pass, put my thoughts on paper and send it over to him. And he like, you know what? Let's make it happen. But if you want to get that book, I also have a digital business card where I can share with you. And it got my Linktree information in there. And if you want to get that, here's my email, DeMarcus Brewster, DeMarcus Brewster, BREWSTER 33 at yahoo.com. You send me an email, I can send you that link for you can order that book. Also, the Fit book, From the Hood to the Church, Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion. It's on its way to being published, on its way to being released. Like, I don't really have a release date or a set day to get released, but I know that me and my wife, we did our part. The publisher already got it, which is my bro, Devontae Chapman. Like, me personally, I could have went to a high roller publisher, but at the same time, I'd rather, that's our problem. Like, we always trying to support these people that's all the way up there. Support the people that's close to you. Support them. Help them get their name out there. So that's why, and there's so many people came to me like, because they wanted to help me publish this book. I was like, you know what? Y'all don't see the vision like I said. Y'all just want to get clout or make a name for yourself or try to get recognition. Put out, oh, I helped him. That's why I went with my bro Devontae. But that book is titled From the Hood to the Church, Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion. Shout out to my bros anyway, because we got that 360 Circle of Kings podcast, and you know we finna start dropping dope episodes. But look, y'all, like we said, it's trauma, it's generational. We was taught how to eat meat, alcohol, drink alcohol, smoke weed, smoke cigarettes. That's really killing our insides. So it's time to live a healthy lifestyle. Cut the meat off. Go plant-based, like juice. Be a vegan. Whatever you want to do, vegetarian, whatever you want to do to better your health, do it. Because if you can't do it by yourself, I get it. We have a company called Herbalife. Herbalife is the #1 nutrition and wellness company in the world. Like, when Mark Hughes started this company, he started with a bag of powder. And now it have so many supplements. Like, we have a Herbalife vegan line. We have a Herbalife sports line. Like, for athletes that play basketball, we have a whole line of supplements, of products that will help you. We have stuff for energy, for hit the digestive system. We have collagen. We have stuff for prostate, for men, skin care, hair care. Like, we have so much to offer at Herbalife. And if you want to get that link sent to you, I can send you my digital business card where you can click on there. Better yet, I'm going to share my digital business card on my social media, on both on Facebook and LinkedIn, so y'all can click on there, and where it say business, you can click on there. You can see my Herbalife link. And let's live a healthy lifestyle, man, because health is wealth, man. And once I learned another thing, like, once you eat healthy, you can think straight. You can get around, because if you look it up, statistically, United States is the #1 in obesity. Why? I'm glad you asked. Come closer, because look at all these restaurants, look at all these fast food places. You got McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, you got Burger King, and Popeyes, Church of Chicken. You got all these fast food places, and they promote this on TV like it's good, but deep down inside, it's not good. Like, they really trying to depopulate us. That's why they put a liquor store and a fast food. Everywhere you go, it's a liquor store, fast food, liquor store, fast food. And you look, you don't see all this in these, and I don't care, I'm going to touch on this. You don't see all these fast food places in the suburbans where the white people stay at. But you go in the hood, you see a liquor store. You got Church of Chicken right here, you got Popeyes. Then right from Popeyes, where I stayed, there's a whole liquor store. They want you to get your food, because they know once you drink, you need that food. Come on now, look at it. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. You go into the liquor store, then as soon as you get to that drinking that liquor, you're going to want that grease, so you go right to the fast food. It's a cycle, y'all. It's trauma. We was programmed that you don't need that. Let's live a healthy lifestyle, y'all. Let's live a healthy lifestyle. Not just for ourselves, but for our kids, so they can do better, so when they get old, they can teach their kids better and break the cycle of generational trauma. But look, Herbalife can help y'all clean your insides up. But before I get up out of here, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to share a little bit about the OWL app, right? The OWL app is it's a networking app. A lot of people say money talks, and a lot of people say money don't talk. But with the OWL app, money do talks. You can get, it's not even about the money you can make on there. It's about the connections. It's about the network. It's about the people you can meet that can help you help yourself. They can, what you mean by that? It's somebody on there who, like, on the OWL app, you got speaking coaches on there. You got motivational speakers on there. You got people that good with finances. It's just so many different type of people you can talk to on there. You got people that who write resumes. If you don't know how to write a resume, there's people on there that can help you with that. Like, I done spoke with so many different people on the OWL app over the years I've been on the OWL app. Like, so I know you can level up with your network. I know that the OWL app is for you. And I hate to say it, it might not be for you, but I know a lot of people listening to this podcast, this episode, and all the episodes before. I know the OWL app is for you. Look, take that chance, take that risk. You got nothing to lose. Whether you got an Android, you go to the Play Store. Whether you got an iPhone, you go to the Apple Store and download the OWL app, and you get $10 on us credit to your account, and you can make them calls. Like, it's not going to charge you nothing. Like, look, I'm going to say this. You talk to people every day on the phone for free. Why not get paid for your conversation? And a lot of y'all drop gems for free every day. Why not drop gems and get paid for it? Because I done spoke to podcasters. Like, if you look on there and look at my reviews, man, a lot of people like the way I drop gems to them. A lot of people like our conversation. So get paid to conversate with people. So I'm telling you right now, come closer. You, and you, come closer. Download the OWL app right now. It's OWWLL. And once you put my referral code in, Brewster, which is BREWSTER, you get $10 credit to your account. Because look, I'm trying to help y'all level up your networking game. I'm trying to help y'all build them connections. Because like, look, a lot of y'all can't connect with people around y'all, but y'all can connect with people from afar. But look, think about that app and download it. And I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace and blessings, y'all.